interactions, and we are glad seeing so many of you here today away from what we just used to do. Go to a country, spend 2 weeks there, but you are just a cup of stories. But here, you've shared many stories among yourselves. We are building a Daring Abroad community portal. We'll tell you about it. We are likely to launch it in Melbourne next week, where we'll invite you to subscribe, where you'll be able to tell your story yourself. You'll be able to know where is a good doctor in Adelaide, where is an architect, so that it will be an interactive forum. So that's how Daring Abroad has advanced from storytelling, from a journalist, former journalist, Alex Chamwada, to an entrepreneur. Tumeona hata tuko na stand yetu. We'll tell you about our other partners. So that's the purpose of these forums. I sought to introduce and say it is to give platform for promoting investment home and abroad. You've invested here, you've invested back home. Let me appreciate Kenya, Australia Chamber of Commerce. They've been key to helping organize these forums in Australia. I'll also appreciate Kenya Association, South Kenya Association, Southern Australia. You know, I'm mixed because the others is Kenya Community in Victoria, Kenya Community, others are Kenya Association. Thank you so much. We'll have short speeches from some of our partners. I know Solomon has requested to go. He'll be back to address us later. But let me take this opportunity to invite John Kamau, Président. Who knows French? Venez ici, Monsieur Président. Tuseme Président. Not President, Président. Like Luya. If you are Luya, you get it. Président. So, Président, venez ici. 2 or 3 words. Thank you so much.
Merci beaucoup. Hello, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming here today. You know, when we advertise to Kenyans, we usually don't know how many people will turn up because of the structure of our association and how we are able to reach people. But seeing your faces here is a testament that you love our association, is a testament that you love the Daring Abroad investment forums, and we are so glad to see all of you. Just clap for yourself. For those who do not know me, you know, when I was seated at the Kenyan Association of South Australia, CASA, stand there, I was seated there. Some people are asking me, and who is the president of CASA? So that tells me we have a lot of work to do. We have people in our community who needs awareness. I think CASA, we need to reach people much better so that they know who the president of CASA is. And we are able to reach you. You know, I also got to know that there are some people who are in the country who don't know this association even exists. So this is another, if you have a friend in the country, send them a link to join our forums. Those in Berry, those in the border town and the Riverland, everywhere, send them a link to join our association. Now, I want to speak to the sponsors. Thank you so much for choosing to come to Adelaide. It takes a huge investment to be on the Daring Abroad forum. And also, the visa process, the air ticket, you have invested a lot to be here, and we appreciate you. Let's give a clap offering to our sponsors. Thank you so much for choosing to come to Adelaide. And our association loves sponsors. And nataka tuonane nyuma ya tent. Because I want you sponsors to be like our lifetime partners too. Mkwe, instead of just sponsoring us for gala, unajua sisi tunajulikana na gala. We want you maybe to post you on our website as well. I also want to speak to the sponsors. Go there, register as our members too. We have honorary membership. Register to be our honorary members. I also want to speak to each and every one of you. If you have not registered to be a member of CASA, just go on your phone right now. Let's go on our phone right now. Type casa.org.au and click on Become a Member. Right now. and become a member of CASA. Many people are asking me, why should I become a member of CASA? Now, even in its name, it says Kenyan Association. So if you are Kenyan, by extension, you should be in the association. And because of our association, that's why we are able to host such an event with Daring Abroad, because we are organized, we are people with a vision, people who are committed, people with a passion to serve the community. We do not get any payment. These are voluntary positions, but these people in CASA, we do offer our time and sacrifice a lot to ensure that we have a cohesive association, a cohesive society. And I would like to urge you, don't look at the benefits first, look at the community, the togetherness, the unity. Even the Bible says where there is unity, God commands what? A blessing. If you want a blessing in CASA, let's be united. Let's become members. Let's encourage people to join CASA, our friends, our family. Let's ensure they are members. Let's ensure they come in and become members so that we can forge forward. Part of the work that we do as CASA, you may ask, what does CASA do? I didn't know too until I became president. And my inbox, all the time, we have this student, they need help. This student, they need help. This member of the community, they need help. We have a lot of people who need help in our community. And I never knew the magnitude until you're also becoming a benevolent person. So we have people who need help in our community, and the only approachable people they know is CASA. People who come here and they don't have accommodation, the first thing they know, the president of CASA. They approach the president of CASA. And people will say, CASA doesn't do anything, you know, or if someone is suffering somewhere, don't just stigmatize CASA. Just look for us, and we'll be able to see how we can help. There are so many other things that we do, and because of your support, your benevolent support, we will be able to support these people. There are so many other things. For example, if, like I said, you know, I got someone from Sydney asking me, why didn't you tell Alex to come to Sydney? And I said, ask your association. You know, by us having an organized association, we attract the best brands. And I think this is something to be proud of as South Australia. It's something to be proud of. And we have people who have volunteered. And I want to see, do you have the leaders of CASA in our midst? If you are a leader of CASA, just stand up. Leaders of CASA. Oh, Emily is here. And Ima. So, and we had, just keep standing. So we have Emily, and Emily is also the CEO of BET Group. And we have Emmanuel. Emmanuel is an international student. He is the student rep. So if you're a student, that is a person to approach. We have Sami. Sami is the Swahili school rep. If you have kids here, this is the person to approach if you want them to learn Swahili. Emily is our public relations officer. And having a person of power like Emily, that's how we got Alex. You know, and we'll get more because we have quality leaders. We have Jimmy. I saw you, Jimmy. Stand up, Jimmy. Jimmy is our men's rep. He's an engineer. I think all the electricity in Adelaide is done by Jimmy. He is a very powerful man, that man. So he is our men's rep. So if you have a problem as a man, that's a person to approach. And we have a lot of other leaders who are not here and they are coming. And we have a powerful leadership. And that is one of the more reasons to be in CASA. If you are in CASA, you approach Emily, she'll give you tips to become an NDS provider. You approach Jimmy, he'll give you tips to become an engineer. And you approach Sami, he'll give you tips to learn Swahili. And Emmanuel, how to survive as a student. We are all incorporated, and we have a powerful association. Let's support it. So enter on your phone, type casa.org.au. Whether you are from here or from Kenya or from Sydney, wherever, go in there, become a member right now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Become a member right now, and God will bless you, and will forge together as a united community, as a united society, and be able to help. Now, I want to welcome you tomorrow. We will be at the Restoration Life Church at 10 a.m. tomorrow. That is, those who don't know what church that is Pastor Zipporah's church. We'll be there. And then in the afternoon at 2, we'll be at Penfold Park in McGill. Let's turn up and support our association, support the community connectivity. We'll have barbecue there. We'll have a lot to enjoy there. The Daring Abroad initiative and forums and the sponsors will also be there. So I want to welcome you there as well. And tell a friend to tell a friend so that we can support. They came a long way from Kenya. Let's not make that in vain. And tomorrow, we do have Emikos Gay. Tomorrow. Okay? So come tomorrow and you will not miss. I think you will enjoy, you will have a lot of fun. Bring the kids. It's a very kid-friendly park. They will enjoy. God bless you so much. Thank you so much, Alex. We appreciate you for bringing this brand here. And I want to say, I have been in Australia for the last 10 years. This is the first of a kind. If you have seen one, I haven't. But this is one of a kind. Let's give a clap for Alex. I have never seen such a successful investment forum before in Adelaide. This is the first one. I don't know even another state. I didn't see any advert. Led by Kenyans, organized by Kenyans, and it has been quite a success. Give a better clap. Thank you so much, Alex. We expect you here next year. Yeah, karibu sana. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much. Let's clap for John. Yeah, we are live on Facebook, Chams Media TV. It's a YouTube, but you type Chams Media TV, YouTube. Share the link to your loved ones in Kenya, here in Adelaide, in Perth, in Sydney, so that people can see you. Yeah? You'll be seen in your village, right? You know, yeah. Daring here, they'll be like, you see, the only problem, tuma pesa, tumekuwa. Yeah, so mtatuma. So I would like, the videographer really would like us to do this. If you don't mind, the table there, are you able to move here closer to us, the last table, if you don't mind? Even the last table over there, there are spaces here. So we want, ndio uonekane vizuri live. You know, uonekane uko nyuma. So if you don't mind, it's a request from the videographer. At the same time, we want to remind you that you can subscribe to our channel, Chams Media TV. Feel free. No, that is okay. That table is fine. It's the last table. You are fine there. The very last table and the other table there, just those two, to come in front, if you don't mind. Emily, we'll invite you later, and thank you for being really instrumental in this event. So this is the program. We threw everything away. We had an official program, but let the show begin. You know, I'm a presenter. There is that what we call let the show take organic nature. We'll move organically. We'll have presentations from our sponsors so that you can listen to them. You've been interacting there, but we need to see them here. At some point, if technology works, we will hear from the president of the Kenya Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Kenya, Dr. Eric Ruto. Last week, we had the chair of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry committee live, and we were lucky to have all the remittances and savings from the State Department of Diaspora Affairs. Make it, but they are part of it. So you can see, it's the link. You can copy, paste, and share to your WhatsApp group so that those who are not here. I'm guided by my project manager, and of course I didn't introduce a small-bodied but very powerful. That thing, see, he's all over. I mean, oh my goodness, amazing guy. Wow, he's there hearing from this guy, bombarding you with information. Kuja in front. He's called Patrick. Clap for Patrick Okinda. So he's our CFO. So he's harassed some of you people. He's our CFO. You know the meaning of CFO? Yes, of course. So, and he's the project manager. So he's the one managing these forums across the world. You want to say a word or two?
He's helping me a lot. Thank you so much for coming and showing up. And for the sponsors, we also thank you for making this possible. I think we are sponsored. That's the truth.
Yeah, great.
Thank you.
Yeah, clap for Patrick. And Chams Media, we have a partner called, or rather, we are a group of companies now. We've grown. We have an adventure farm. If you can look at our there, take the number there. The team leaders are in Nairobi, but the telephone is there. You want to go to Kenya, have fun, have adventure somewhere, it will be sorted for you. You know, you can imagine there is an adventure farm as adventures. Piga simu. Unataka uende sijui wapi, Mara, wapi, you know. Right now we are organizing a very, you know, the daring abroad is very fantastic. So people in Kenya are coming to us to organize adventure outside. USIU are sending about 20 students to South Africa through Chams Adventures. Take note. And then we have Chams Real Estate. So tuko kwa real estate pia as an agent to you acquiring property in Kenya. There is our banner there. And finally, we have Chams Insurance Agency. How about that? Chams. Clap for Chams. Clap for Chams. Yes, yeah, yes. And one of our partners, he's here, AR Insurance. They'll come to speak. Patrick, where do we go next? Kenmark. Kenmark. So allow us to have 3 quick presentations. When you're interacting outside, so mshaongea, hapa iwe kidogo tu. Today was my time because sijaongea huko. So I think 2-3 minutes of presentations will suffice. So to share your time, tutaanza na watatu, and then we'll go to a quick panel discussion led by Options Education. Then we'll tell you what next. I like the attentiveness. Amani, nani mmedungwa nini? Very nice. Clap for yourselves. So Kenmark, tell us, real estate, unauza nini, how do you find yourself? And I think for this one, you know me, I'm a presenter, so I'm allowed to dart around. So you can present from here, isn't it, Edison? So for the presenters, take your 2 minutes and use the podium. If you have any video, I think maybe it's lined up and Patrick will guide us on that. Tumkaribishe Ken, he'll say for himself what they do. Karibu Ken. George, sorry.
Yes.
So you will correct yourself.
Okay.
George.
Basi, pigeni Kenmark makofi. Pigeni Kenmark makofi. Wow, thank you. My name is Dr. George Chege. I'm the CEO and the founder of Kenmark Realtors Limited. Of course, most of us, we are asking, how did you come up with the name Kenmark? Of course, many think it is Ken and Mark. No. Our name Kenmark comes from the Kenyan mark. Tell your neighbor the Kenyan mark. So, and when we have the Kenyan mark, that means everybody in diaspora, you need to have a mark in Kenya. And how do you get a mark in Kenya? You only get a mark in Kenya when you invest in Kenya. So if you have not invested, or if you think you have a mark in Kenya because you are born there, that is not satisfying enough. The only way you become to have a mark in Kenya is when you invest back in Kenya. So Kenmark Realtors, we have been in existence for the last 12 years. 12 years. And we went to diaspora for the first time, and we analyzed the problems or the mistrust that the diaspora people have. So 3 things that we do. Number 1, whenever you see a problem, you must come up with a solution to solve that problem. So we saw the problem of people sending money home and being conned. So we came up with a solution. So we said, we are going to build on behalf of Kenyans in diaspora, and we are going to sell houses, apartments. Sell land that 100% we own. We don't sell on behalf. So whatever we are selling to you out there is what we have already purchased, and we have that we are presenting to you. So our turnaround time for you to get your title deed is only 14 days. It look like it is not logical, because for your titles for so many years. But to us, we only give 14 days, money back guarantee. The reason why, because each and every land that you're selling, it has a title deed. So the only thing that we do is to transfer that title deed to you upon completion of payment. So which will take us about 14 days. So another thing we do, we sell apartments, but we don't sell as a promise. No, we build. Once we have built apartments, we start marketing them, because you can just go and see what is there, and you can see even our room sizes. So we have, where some of our projects is we have Kyoto residence in Kamakis, Roiro, about 500 meters of Eastern Bypass. We have luxurious gardens Malindi. You can pray for me the video. We have luxurious gardens in Malindi. Those are 50 or either of an acre plots we are selling in Malindi at 1.6 million. Yeah, you can pray it without sound. Thank you. So these are the plots very near to the beach, that draw from the beach, and we are only selling at 1.6 million. And don't you mind, we have a payment plan for that. We have another project called Beach Life Malindi. Our plot is going for 4 million Kenya shillings, which is 200 meters of the beach, and you can see how beautiful that place looks. We have another project, we call it Konza Plains. It's adjacent to Konza SGR station, and it goes for 650,000. We still have another project called Kitengela Paradise. This is where the kings of the city lives. So we have, if you are king, by the way, Kenmark, our tagline is, we are the king of real estate. Because wherever you find us, you'll see all our properties are lower in prices more than any other company. Actually, there is no company which can compete with us. We are always low, because we are the king of real estate. So this is a luxurious beach in Malindi, approximate to the beach about 700 meters. This is somewhere you can do an Airbnb for you, and you can be making money and you can see the place is well built. Kitengela Paradise is there, as I was telling you, near such estates which you can see there, selling for about 1.5 million. And one thing that we are doing now, as we present here, is that we are giving 10% off. Tell your neighbor 10% off. Tell your neighbor 10% off. Are you not surprised? 10% off on all our land projects. So if you buy any land from us, it's only the apartment which is not included. But if you buy any land from us, whether it is Nanyuki, that is Nanyuki at 299,000. Today, if you buy from us, if you commit today, you get 10% off. It's a very well built place at 299. So today you get 29,000 off. If you buy Malindi, you get 160,000 off. If you buy the Beach Life, you get 400,000 off. What are you waiting for? Let us celebrate our International Women's Day with a 10% discount. God bless you, and God bless Kenmark.
Let's clap for George again. Thank you so much, George. I want to appreciate NCBA Bank. NCBA was supposed to be here. I think their representatives, two of them are airborne. So they may catch up with tomorrow's event. They are one of our key partners. We need a bank, is it? Yeah, so yes, they'll be here with us tomorrow and in Melbourne. So we really appreciate NCBA for supporting this event. Let me say we are glad that we managed to really get visas here and there. I think we got about 25 visas, which is good, because I know it's not easy, is it? Yeah, so it shows the event is credible. And we have 5 representatives from the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry who may join us tomorrow. If not, they'll be in Melbourne. So that's how it looks. Next is Unity Homes. Karibu. Clap for Unity Homes. As it sounds, homes. Let's see the homes. Karibu. Azmina from Unity Homes, but introduce yourself, full name and title. Then yes.
Thank you, Alex. Good afternoon, Adelaide. How are you all? As our founder of Kenmark was saying, when he was doing his speech, I was wondering, did he copy my speech or what was happening, yeah? Because whatever I was supposed to say, he was actually saying it, yeah? So anyways, we just want to inform you guys that the sponsors that are here, we are the legit people, we are the good people, yeah? Anyways, my name is Azmina Thaim, and I am the head of sales at Unity Homes. A brief about Unity Homes. We have been in the market for about 10 years now. And we are currently developing in Tatu City. We are on project number 5 in Tatu City. Tatu City is the next big thing in Nairobi, if you are not aware of. We are here, our team is here. What I want to say about Unity is, I represent this company that is recognize the challenges that the diaspora have faced in regards to real estate. And that is exactly what he was saying, yeah? Integrity, we get it, yeah? Delivery timelines, we get it. Trust issues, we get it. There is a lingering doubt about whether your dream home is going to change into a reality or not. We get it, yeah? We are just not a real estate. We are the game changers. We want to flip this narrative so that we can help you invest safely in Kenya. Our team is here. We've got special discounts for the Australian market. So please help us help you to invest back in Kenya. If you want to know more about Unity Homes, we are over there, our stand. My colleagues are there as well. So we're selling. We're just not selling homes. We are selling peace of mind. We are selling reliability, timely delivery, integrity, quality. We will also get you tenants when you buy from us. I think I can go on and on to talk about Unity Homes, but I have a 2-3 minute clip which I would like you guys to watch and see for yourselves. Asanteni sana.
From the heart of Tatu City. I am at Unity Homes, and I'm very privileged to be sitting with the founder of Unity Homes, John Latham. Hey, John.
Hello, Pinky.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Why Tatu City?
So as a developer, my job is to provide the best quality investment for my customers with the highest return. So when I'm looking at locations where I can build apartments, I'm looking at where is the place which is likely to have the highest rate of growth over the next 10, 15, even 20 years, And we chose Tatu City for a number of reasons. The infrastructure that they're putting in here is really world class. So you've got the fibre, you've got the tarmac roads, you've got consistent water supply. Living here in Tatu City for 4 years, I've never had my water cut, ever. Electricity, consistent electrical supply. They've got their own substation here. The grid here is very stable.
The controlled zone in Tatu City, security is amazing. All those good amenities and stuff that we were to have. Considering all that, we thought, let us just move here.
Tatu City comes with rules. It comes with sanity. You drive at 40 kilometers per hour. There's stop signs at the junctions. There's the safety of when we moved here, everyone else was in curfew. We freely walked within our own city. That is something that you couldn't get anywhere.
name is Shiro Maraka, and I'm a resident at Unity Homes. I got to learn about Unity Homes through my late dad.
My name is Lucy Wanjiru Ngogi, and I'm an investor with Unity Homes in Tatu City.
My name is Linus Degwa. I'm an owner of 2 Unity Homes at Unity West.
My name is Lilian Kairodhi. I chose to invest with the Unity Homes because first of all, they deliver. They have their first project in Eldoret, which was completed in time. They also came to Tatu City, where they established their project called Unity West, which is complete and very habitable actually. The residents are happy, the tenants, the owners. The project was completed in time, and the price for the apartment was affordable. Now they're in Unity East, where the project has also been completed in time.
The quality of the homes in Unity Homes in Tatu City actually is what made me believe in Unity Homes, because when I came in, the show house was ready, and I could tell that the job was quality. The finishings, the doors, and all other things that make up a home were there.
They were quite amazing. Looking at the materials that were being used and the unique way of constructing this project was really exciting and enticing.
We love the convenience to our workplace, the environment, the kids, just at least having the nature and noise around you, not bad noise, but actually convenient, and just knowing that there are people around you is very peaceful.
The community has grown over time in such a nice way that you see children coming to play, pool coming up so nicely. We have the playing basketball, and the community is so neat and even lovely to live in this community.
When it comes to Unity Homes, the process was very smooth. We didn't have any hiccups along the way, and actually I don't
used to describe Unity Homes is unit without unit, and that's what Unity Homes has strived to have, and that's what it is.
Unity Homes is a place to be, and for the customers, potential customers who are yet to come, this is a place to invest. We don't have any it is actually delivered. They're in compliance with the agreement to the latter.
So I would advise anyone outside there who wants to invest, or you want a home and get it quiet, this is a place to be.
Come and pay them a visit. You will be amazed by the going to see.
About unity, and I like the way we are united here, is it? And that's quite amazing, and that's also in line with the spirit of the world, taking Kenya to the world and bringing the world to Kenya. Allow me, Homes, before we go into our panel discussion. Wilston Homes is one of our sponsors, and content, specifically YouTube. So we ran a series for Wilston Homes on our YouTube from Wilston Homes. So it was a start in 2018. It specializes in high quality, affordable housing. Wilston Homes has commissioned another project recently, and the content is on our YouTube channel. So Wilston Homes, their slogan is Bila.
Greetings everyone, I'm Egidio Kenyanjui Getao, the Managing Director of Wilston Homes. For the 5 years that we've been in this business has been quite tremendous. Had over in a row, 7 in around Kagudo Road and 7 around Thika Road. With the most Windsor Ridge, Court B, 65 new home owners. Don't fail to visit our whereby you'll be briefed about what it is Wilston is all about, what definitely the success story of becoming a homeowner. As we always say, Wilson.
Wilson is home bila maneno mengi. Great. Let's now shift attention to as a pathway to investment. How is education? Yes, tunataka kununua, tunataka kuinvest hapa na pale. Soma. Just, yeah. Mbona nusu? Raise your hand. Wow. Helen, the whole world is here. To George, sasa we daktari, wewe ndio utanisaidia wewe na who did it? Edison. And he's holding the camera. So Helen and your team, karibuni sana. Because of time, I think we can do this in 20 to 30 minutes. I'll manage it. I know. Sometimes it's as compared to how much have you said in 30 minutes. So, karibu. Helen. Let's clap for Helen. Napenda sana vile mko very attentive.
Go and live with my family in Australia. I went there as a professional accountant. But 8 years down the line, after working in the field of accounting, I found myself having so many students, so many children of friends and family and relatives whom I was assisting to go and further their studies abroad. And it's out of that that I approached a few universities, and they agreed we work together into opening doors and gates for our Kenyan students who are missing out on a lot of opportunities in Australia. And out of that, we started when not many people knew about Australia.
Has it ended? Okay. I think she was saying you started before not so many people knew about Australia. People knew about America, Canada. I know how you speak. And yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm at. So I'm the broadcaster. Yeah, leave it to me. I'm the presenter. Yes. So is Hosea here? Yeah. Mbona unaachwa nyuma? Alafu many dislodge as the moderator. Okay. Daktari, that's how you have some job. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give this microphone. I'll not do the typical way. I'm normally unpredictable, Helen, so you'll introduce the panel. Then I'll come in as the moderator. Introduce the panel, and then I'll take you to the next level. Karibu, Helen.
Thank you very much, Chams Media. Thank you, Alex. And thank you for giving us this opportunity to be part of this Daring Abroad Investment Forum here in Adelaide, the Adelaide chapter. So here, Options Education, I have a panel of representatives of who are going to talk a lot about the issues that we are going to discuss. Starting from my left there, I have Hosea Kiprono. He is, Hosea at the same time, he's the president for Kitwek. He came here as a student, and he has a lot to share with us today. Next to me, I have Beth Mahasi. Beth is the regional director, Africa and Middle East, working at Torrens University. Beth came here as a student where she did her master's, her MBA program. And at the same time, I can give a small history about Beth. She was our manager, our country manager in Kenya before she moved here. So she left the ball rolling, and it is still rolling. Very fast, Beth. Thank you very much. On my right, I have Rachel Kariuki. Rachel Kariuki is a social worker. She came here as a student. Today, she's a clinician working with children within the child protection system. And Rachel was a student. She came here a few years ago. She has a lot to share with us, and she has a lot to offer even to those who are starting the journey of studentship, because she knows how to navigate, where to go. And thank you very much, Rachel. She also has worked for Options there in between as a part-time worker, and now I'm so glad that you joined us on the stage. As you all know, my name is Helen Maria. I'm the director and founder of Options Education Agency. It all started in my bedroom where I used to work all by myself as the only person, but the passion that kept me going is knowing the product I'm selling here, it was not just land, it's a future. It's the future of our children. And just knowing that the opportunities that we open for our Kenyan students, because not many Kenyans knew about this land down under. When we moved here with my family, I moved here with my 3 children and my husband, it was a country where there were no Africans. Very few. A lot of you are 10 years, probably the oldest would be say, I've been here for 10 years. We've been here for 22 years. So you can imagine during those years, 8 years I worked in the office, and after the 8 years, the passion for opening these doors for our children, it all started with children of relatives, children of friends, and today, I even don't know who are our students. Thank you very much when you see me and say hello to me. I know those 2 girls there. They were telling me how they came here through Options. So many people have told me they came here through Options. Thank you very much for trusting in us, and we'll continue doing what we love doing, because we can do it for free. We don't even need to be paid, because it really gives us that beautiful feeling, transforming young lives to see what we see today. Thank you very much, Arms Media, for making us part of this. All these people who you have brought Kenyans to come and share what they have for us. They are today the investors who are going to invest in Kenya. They came here as students, now they are the investors. Their parents invested on their education, and the payback is beyond measure. So thank you very much, and we are more than happy and feeling very special to be part of the Kenya, the Daring Abroad Investment Forum, the Australian chapter. Thank you.
Just hold the microphone. Wow. Let's give Helen a hearty clap. I know people say land and you're like, who's it? They need the 2 million shillings. Wow. But sell, then maybe after 10 years, that student will buy 10 times the value of that land, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm a testimony to what education can do to you. See, I went abroad to study, went back home and see, education. Jose, you, when you came here, did you imagine, were you just coming to have education? And did you ever imagine then it can translate into an investment? And what investments have you done? Feel free. Hata kama ni ng'ombe tatu uko sijui na Eldoret ni wapi. How has education transformed you?
Thank you, Alex, and my fellow panelists. And thanks, Mama O, for giving us opportunity to come here and discuss. As you've mentioned, my name is Hosea Kipro. I come from a local village called Tuluamwetuny. We are outskirts of Moi University. That's where I was born and brought up. And got an opportunity to land, to fly to Adelaide, South Australia. I was a border within the Moi University. Alex, as we speak here, I have most of my colleagues, they were my clients. I was taking them within the Moi University area, and we are here in Australia. I landed here. I didn't have a dream to fly and come to this country. But it was unfortunately, we were going with someone, taking him to see an agent. And that's how I got an opportunity, and that was an option. Education has changed a lot of things in regards to, in connection with investment. Without education, it's a little bit difficult. Sometimes they were doing basic investment, but some of us who have got an opportunity to come here and study. First thing is to study. Later on, you make it. You've gone to school, interacted with lecturers, at least you will know what you want for your future and for your family. So you will never rule out education. So education play a crucial role because if you see even people who run back at home, if you have a little bit of education, it will all value what you are doing. Thank you.
Okay, let's clap for have you invested and where?
Yeah.
Meruka Yoswali.
Yes, you know, a little bit of Kalenjin, where I come from. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to say what you have done. But, yeah, I came here as a student, work hard, but during holiday, the little savings, I've managed to bought several properties. My first property I bought, that was in around 2019. And I have done several rental houses within Moi University. And again, I have moved again to Eldoret town, doing some of the apartments, rental houses. But it has reached a point now whereby I can even encourage 1 or 2 students, apart from sasile unachapa shift, punguza kidogo, weka mahali, na ufanye something baadaye. So me, I've specialized rental houses. Most of my clients, students of within Moi University area. But the challenge of inconsistencies of how education structure work in Kenya. Saa zingine shule inafungwa and you never know. Zingine mara it's unpredictable. So, but I've done a little bit of that investment. Na zingine, like, that is what I can say. But kila siku naambiwa, oh, gari imelala kwa njia. Mara sijui. So nikajaribu mamoto bike, sijui hiyo imenyesha. So that's it. Those are part of the challenges.
Wow, well done. Clap for Sarah. Yeah, which year were you in Moi University? Is you doing border?
That was immediately after high school, from
which year?
Around 2015.
Yeah. Yes, I completed my study. So that time, sikuona boda, zikuwa our main transport from main campus to Eldoret was Nyayo bus, and we were paying fare Kobole ile Pentagon, kona, and matatu Face Me, the Face Me matatus. There's a famous MP, very strong in the Ruto administration, who is known for having operated some of those matatus. Clap for me and Osea. Thank you. Very quickly, because we don't have much time, Beth, I don't know, you would like to give us some inspiration, take it to another level where advise students from your experience. Yes, the aim is come, get education, get better, improve your livelihood, improve your socioeconomic status of yourself and your parents back home. But what are some of the quick do's and don'ts? If you don't do that thing, then it's likely to be zero. Investment will just be a pipe dream. Beth.
Thank you, Alex. For me, just a brief about myself. I came here in 2017. As Helen said, I studied at Torrance University. I did my first MBA, finished that, then I did another master's in project management, and I joined Torrance University as a business development coordinator. I did that for about 18 months, and then I was given a promotion to business development manager. Soon after, I was senior business development manager, and for a couple of months now, I'm now the regional director for Africa and the Middle East. at Torrance University. And what I would say to international students, one of the things that I think people should be smart about in terms of investment is because in Australia, on a student, you are allowed to work part-time during the semester and full-time during your holidays. In order to remain as a student who's doing the right thing in Australia, we need to stick within those parameters. There is a huge temptation to work more than what you are allowed in the hope of not being caught. So my advice would be, as much as possible, stick to the parameters that the visa allows you, which is work part-time during the semester, and you can work full-time during your holidays. In Australia, after you finished your course, you also are eligible for what is called a post-study work visa, which on average is about 2 years in duration. And the idea behind that visa is to give you work experience so that when you go home, you actually have put the skills that you've learned in practice. And during that time, you are working in Australian standards. You are earning a salary equivalent to your Australian counterparts. My advice would be, in as much as possible, save as much money as you can and try and make smart investments as much as possible. By smart investments, even if you're not able to afford your own apartment, for example, in Australia, there's options around shared accommodation. We can bring our culture in Kenya where we form chamas, and you come together as a group and you put money together towards an investment. That's what I've done with a couple of my friends, and we've invested in a couple of things together, and we are now reaping the benefits together because we came together, we held our hands together, and now we bought a piece of land in Embu that we developed. We also bought some stocks and some bonds, and we are now reaping the benefits of that as well. Education, as Helen said, in itself is an investment. If your parents, when they sponsor you to come here and study, they are putting money in an investment. They are investing in their child. And I think one of the best thank yous that we can, gosh, I'm getting emotional. One of the best thank yous we can give our parents is to support them back. So as much as possible, remember how much your parents have sacrificed to get you here, and do not forget about your parents back home, and invest back in them. Give them, invest back, give them something that they sacrificed in order to bring you here, and do the right thing while you're here. Make the investment count. Beware of temptations to do the wrong thing. Try as much as possible to walk the straight and narrow, because it has the best benefits at the end. Thank you.
Wow, that's not enough. Let's clap for that. That's quite inspirational. Wow. Invest back in your parents. They sacrificed, Maze. They sacrificed. Finally, because of time, Rachel, what would you want to speak about? Do I leave it liberal to you? Ama nikuulize swali ngumu? Shika microphone.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you so much, Helen, for having me here, and thank you everyone for coming. It's always such a big deal when you do an event and people heed to your call and actually attend. It's such a privilege to be here, and when Helen asked me to be here on the panel, she asked me to speak about mental health, and because this is a particularly very touchy issue when it comes to students, when it comes to migrants, when it comes to our community in general. And I guess my background, as she said, I work within the public sector. I have worked there for a number of years. I came as an international student. I worked with an NGO here in Australia. I worked at Options, and that was my best job ever, working at Options, because I got to work with international students. And it's always different when you have had a lived experience of being an international student and then being on the other side of supporting them navigate that system. So that's why, you know, working at Options was one of the best jobs I've ever had. And then after I finished working at Options, what happened is then I entered the public sector, and I have been working within the child protection system. Our community is not very familiar with the child protection system, and that's a good thing, because child protection in this country, it's a system that was set up and it does its job very, very effectively. So when, and we know, you know, these Wazungus, I have one of my own, but they know their stuff. So if there's a child protection system, it's set up to do the work of protecting children from any harm. So within that system, I have worked there for a number of years, and I see how effective it is. And what I've come to the conclusion of is that if you gain the attention of child protection authorities, it's because so many things have gone so wrong for such a long time within the family that authorities have to step in, okay? So, and it's really good that, you know, I don't see lots of our community members coming through that system. It's a really, really good thing. But when that happens, then, you know, obviously the system does what it does. So in the spirit of prevention, so that our community doesn't get caught up so much within the child protection system, I'm really, really, really passionate about speaking on issues of prevention. One of those things is understanding how we get into very maladaptive ways of being in society. So for example, I'll speak about some of the so maladaptive ways of being in society may include, you know, excessively drinking or using drugs and things like that, being very disruptive within society. And as an individual, you might choose to, you know, drink a lot. You might, you know, you might be in a situation whereby you're suffering from a mental health condition of whatever kind. You might come into the attention of authorities like police and things like that. So before all of that, all of these things that happen to an individual, there's a lot of underlying factors involved in that. So for example, let's say a student has come into the country. Looking at it from a mental health perspective, we talk about risk factors and protective factors. So a student who is new in the country, when I look at it from a mental health perspective, there's a lot of risk factors that may affect this student. So for example, so you've landed into this country, 1,000 miles away from home, from all your supports, from your parents. Yes, you have options, but again, at the end of the day, they are business. They've done their job getting you here, so it's up to you to survive, and that's a reality. No one, unless you have family, a sister, you know, people who can have you and guide you throughout the way, you're on your own, and that's the reality of that. So what happens then is, so you're at risk of, first of all, you're in a new country, you don't know which way is north, which way is south, unless you go to Options or you have friends who can show you that. So it's very isolating. You don't have your family anymore, so your support system is lacking. The other thing also is you're learning, you're now in a new culture, in an Australian culture, where my friend Glory, I think she's here, Gatweri, Dr. Gatweri yesterday, if you're in the event, hi Glory, spoke a lot about us learning, lots of us who come from Kenya, from Africa, we never think about being black when we're coming from Kenya, but as soon as you get to Australia, it's a predominantly white, culture. So you learn to be a black person here because you're looked at differently through that white gaze that Gatweri was talking about. So how all of these little factors, they might seem very minor, but they do affect the individual person and how you walk around school, You know, you get microaggressions. There's things that, you know, obviously we know what racism is as soon as we land here. That's not something we had to think about when we were back home. So it's lots of things you have to navigate as an individual, and you need to actually catch up quite quickly. If you don't have support, if you isolate yourself completely away from the community, if you're not out there making friends and putting yourself out there, it can be very, very, very difficult for you. And I guess those are some of the things that we really need to think about. The other thing that can be a bit of a risk factor is, as young people coming from home, mental health is not can also be either a risk factor or a protective factor, because if you haven't developed a good sense of who you are, it can be really diminishing of your own individuality when you come here. So I just wanted to highlight some of those, I guess, risk factors.
Let's clap for Rachel again. Tumongeze makofi. Sorry, I had to use the microphone because I'm told this is the only microphone on camera. I think, Helen, they've spoken for you and everything has really come out crispy. Would come to you for just some concluding remarks because of time. I know we have more time with you people in Melbourne, and Helen has a desk there. Feel free if there are any questions you want to take offline. If I open this session, I can assure you we won't finish. I saw it in Perth, but I think this is quite well elaborated. I think it couldn't be better, and you've done it much better than, of course, it keeps getting better from the previous sessions we've had. Let's clap for the panel again. And Ellen, in 1 minute, your parting shot. Forgive me for questions, but we can take that offline. Helen, wind up in 1 minute.
Thanks, Alex. I think mainly the message we all had here on this panel is just something that makes us feel this is not, being a student is just a life that you have to go through, and just to understand there is a lot of help that you can have. You are not on this journey alone. Options, we are here. We are based in Adelaide. We are on level 2. We are on level 3 on King William Street, 118 King William Street, here in Adelaide. And I'm sure if you go to our stand there, you'll be able to see, to get more information about us. One of the other things I wanted to mention, before I hand over this mic to Alex, is I wanted to mention to those who are watching us, and even you who are here, that times have changed. Times have changed when it comes to the journey of getting a visa to become an international student. Everyone would love that. The name visa has become one of the most spoken words where people talk about and which people know it's very hard to achieve. I wanted to give a warning to many people about use of fraudulent documents. That's one of the issues we are having at the moment. There has been a lot of use of fraudulent documents from people who think they can make shortcuts to get your own academic documents. The only document I've seen which has never been found, talk to your family, talk to your friends. That's why Kenya has even been, we have suffered. Please support your children when they come to study, feed for themselves on arrival or in their first year to go and get a job. I know Emily does her best with BET to offer them jobs, but 57th employee, where does she fit you? As much as she's a Kenyan, she wants to help a Kenyan. Not be too demanding, quoting the neighbor's child who came here and now he is building a 2-story house. All your children are not the same. If one child is able to work 56 hours in a week, please not expect too much from these children. Let us support them. And that way, that pressure of earning money for your accommodation and you are earning money for your family, in that situation, I have always felt so sorry for them. So that is a word for the parents. And to know we are making the journey even easier by introduction to Eldred. We have which is going to help you and to coach our students to find, to be able to pass that English, which is a monster to everyone. So English. The aim is to coach you to pass the English, because Kenyans, we are all English speakers. We have been speaking the English language from kindergarten all the way to university, and we are still asked to do English. So the idea is to coach you to pass the English. We are doing very well on that space, and we are soon going to open another center in Nairobi, just near our office. So thank you very much. For those who need to talk to me, I'll be around. We are happy to start several new journeys. And at the end, we want the Daring Abroad Investment Forum to come back here next year. Don't forget education. We are the biggest investors in Kenya, the people who have gone through education. We are the biggest remittances. Are we called remittances? Oh. That word, we claim it's a bit difficult. We remit the most amount of money to this country, to Kenya, and I think we are bigger than mining or any other mineral in Kenya, because we remit the most amount of money from the diaspora, and a lot of us in the diaspora, we came here through our education. I found my way here in Australia. I didn't study here. I studied at the University of Nairobi, but the reason Australia gave me a hand work for them is because I was educated. It's still education that made me find my way here. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for listening to us. We hope you take advantage of our table. As who have come here to Australia, we appreciate you. We welcome you. Those investments back in Kenya. I hope you don't ask me how much I have invested in Kenya, Alex. That's not, some of us, our culture doesn't allow us to answer those questions. We welcome you guys. We are happy to be close to us, and we hope to remain collaborative. Continue partnering together, because we are your customers. We are your... Yeah. Thank you very much.
I'll ask for more clapping. Let's go. Let's clap. Okay. More University Association, Jose, I'm giving you a minute. Jose wants to pitch something, so just a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Alex. Not more university, but maybe in future we will consider. So I would like to take this opportunity to invite you all to attend our gala, Kituen Gala, and it will be a celebration of 1 year since we started our association. So karibuni sana, it will be happening on 25 March. So 23rd March, Kitwe Gala, first year anniversary, 24th interstate, Kitwek Interstate Sport Competition. We will be hosting all our friends across Australia. 25th, we will be having swimming competition. So karibuni sana, Kitwek Gala, first anniversary. Lastly, Alex, we had a conversation with Alex while he was in Kotabka, and he promised he will attend our gala. So Alex will be in the house. Thank you.
Thank you. We will try. We will try. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this panel discussion on education as a pathway to investment. You've heard those inspirational quotes from our panelists. Rachel and Helen's parting shot was, education is a mine. So let's mine it carefully. Let's support each other. Let parents support their children here. Children support your parents back home. Let's clap for ourselves. So tunaweza you can live at your own pleasure. Thank you so much for those inspiring words. Allow us to quickly proceed to the next presentations. Daktari, I'll come back to you. Oh, we leave the chairs there? Do we leave the seats there? Okay, let's leave the seats there. Emily Korir. Wow, amazing family. Mr. and Mrs. Bernard Korir. Tuwapigie makofi. Yeah. Also great partners of Champs 10 celebrations in Nairobi in December. They flew all the way. They dared to attend Champs Media 10. Tuwapigie makofi. You've heard their stories. Shining, and we featured Emily in terms of disability housing in 2019, and it's one of the stories that are really still alive and quite inspirational on Champs Media YouTube channel. So come, have your 3-4 minutes. BT group in your presentation. Tumpigie makofi, Emily. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alex. Yeah, maybe let's do. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out for this event. Alex was very worried that there would be no one in Adelaide, but you proved him wrong. Okay, if you'll play it later, I will get my team. BT always likes to come with gifts. For those who visited our table, we have gifts for you. And the baskets are pink and purple because it's International Women's Week. So if you're a man and you get this, please give it to your wife or your mom. We want to, while they try and get the video, we can do that. Do you want me to? Oh, we have one more, please. This is not the end of our giving. So for the next session, you can fill another. This one. A03. Oh, the name. Oh. Ann Gitiba. Gitiba. Ann Gitiba. If she's gone, she loses out. Ann Gitiba? No? Yep. You get my book as well, for those who haven't read Against All Odds. Innocent Kirua. Innocent Kirua. Oh! And the last one is Rob Kipto. Rob Kipto. No? Rob Kipto. Maybe? No? No. Joseph Karanja. Joseph Karanja. Oh, wow. That is amazing. Eh? So if you want, there's one more, so please feel you get to have a signed book from me. Are we ready for the video? Not yet. Okay. So BET, actually the reason why we are here was it not even to talk about what BET does in Australia, but we wanted for you to see what we do. We were here to talk about BET Foundation, which is in Australia and Kenya. So BET Foundation, we fight to stop FGM. We started BET Foundation in 2015. Our daughter Brittany, who goes to school in New York, is the youth ambassador. and we have so far saved 4,200 girls in the Rift Valley. For those who were here last night, you had Dr. Fariba. So we try and stop FGM, but if a girl goes through FGM by force or it happens, Dr. Fariba can reverse FGM. It's a miracle. But she's going to Kenya next year with BT Foundation. They're going to offer free services for anyone that's gone through FGM and would like to reverse. So we are grateful for that. But why we wanted to talk today was to encourage anyone. BT Foundation has partnered with the National Council of People with Disabilities in Kenya. And from 2024, we are going to make sure that every child that has a disability finishes standard 8, that they finish high school. So we are praying that these investors who are coming to sell things for you guys, they'll partner with us, and that you guys, you partner with us. We will, on our website, there will be how much it will cost to make one child with a disability go to high school and finish high school. And through options, hopefully we will get them scholarships to come to Australia and finish education just like anyone else, because they also deserve to get what we get. So please, I hope you will look out to BT Foundation and help us support people with disabilities in Kenya. Last thing is, a lot of apartments are being sold. I would like to challenge the apartment builders. Do you have accessible apartments? No one in Kenya has an accessible apartment. Be the first ones. Consider people with disabilities. Consider people with vision impairment, that when they come to live in your apartments, they feel included as well. That is what we do here in Australia. We build accessible housing for people with disabilities, which started out of our own tragedy. We currently employ over 300 staff in 4 states, and I can guarantee you 80% of our staff are Kenyans. It's very intentional. The only thing is you just don't have to be a Kenyan, you have to be qualified, and you have to be passionate about making a positive difference in the lives of people with disabilities. So if you work at BET, please go to BET Foundation and see how you can help a child with a disability continue education in Kenya.
As one of Australia's most innovative disability housing service providers, BET Group is supporting people with disabilities to live well and thrive. We are a local, family-owned NDIS registered provider, bringing you accessible, modern and stylish homes from the hills to the beach. We take a holistic, person-centred approach to our care, and we believe everyone should have access to the very best support and housing. So you can bet on us to help you live an independent, happy life in a welcoming and caring environment.
The vision here at BET Group is to support people with disabilities to live well and thrive.
The mission here at BET Group is to create a future where people with disabilities have real choice and access to all opportunities.
Our team is dedicated to giving people with disabilities greater choice, control and freedom. So we offer housing solutions to all levels of care, including supported independent living and short or medium-term housing. Each home is beautifully furnished with multiple facilities to support the care we provide at every stage of your journey. Plus, we have a trusted team on hand 24/7 to make sure your needs are met.
The whole of BET from the day I started have been so welcoming. I feel like I'm part of the team, part of the group.
The main thing is the culture, the warmth I get from my colleagues, and each morning to be greeted with those friendly smiles.
They really do their best to support each client's individuality and provide a level of care that suits them.
I love working with BET Group because I find that everybody is very welcoming. I also enjoy getting to know the participants, watching them grow over time.
At BET Group, we are excited about improving the lives of people with disabilities across Australia, and we help to make these positive changes through housing. Our services are based on the best interests of every participant, their family and support network to build capacity and independence for participants accessing our care.
My name's Rona Foden. I've been with the group now for approximately 2 years, and that 2 years has been fantastic.
Rona needed 24-hour, 7-day-a-week care, and BET Global was a good provider, and they provide it in a family setting, so it was much the best option for Rona.
We love what we do, and we're always expanding to better service our communities across South Australia and Victoria.
So the group has been fantastic for me for the time I've been with them.
To see how we've helped other families or to join our team, visit betgroupglobal.com.au to find out more.
And we are also inviting you to invest in disability apartments in Australia. Talk to us if you want to buy an apartment. We are building in Victoria. Talk to us how you can invest in accessible housing. And we are ready to partner with all of you to show you how accessible housing works. Thank you so much.
This you are saying? Who's on? Okay. Which one is it? I've mixed them up. 1, 2, 3. So, I'm Kofi Atoshi. Let's clap for Emily again. Wow. I told you this is a show, huh? And the host is Alex Chamwada of the Daring Abroad fame. And you people are daring. Emily is daring. Ellen is daring. Everyone is daring. Unit Homes is daring. Pazurina is daring. Centum Real Estate is daring, and you are next. Let's clap for Centum Real Estate as Ken Mbae, the MD, comes to the stage. And as he comes, allow me to appreciate that Centum Real Estate, he'll tell us more, you know about Two Rivers and so on, proud partners of Daring Abroad show on TV. This is the second year? The second year? Third year, oh yeah. Third year. And they sponsor Daring Abroad, if you watch. So those are some of our partners who make it happen. We've been together with Centum Real Estate in 3 continents: Africa, Europe, and here in Australia. And this is just the beginning. Karibu Ken.
Thank you, Alex. Emily, that's an impressive business. I'm in real estate. You've done an amazing job. I'll take you through a presentation. Good afternoon, everyone. Is my presentation up? I'll take rest and, the presentation. I'll take rest and 3 minutes. I just want to share knowledge. What's happening back home.
As they prepare, you'll bear with us. There are technical issues, but we are really trying to make it happen. One of them is, I think I'm told, internet is quite a bit, can be shaky in Adelaide. Is that the case? If anyone, nimechoma. No, 2 people told me. Yeah, I don't want to name them. Yeah, I don't want to. So if there's anyone who can help, I don't know if someone has a stronger. Yes, we are facing internet problems. In fact, Emily's clip we played, I think, online from website because it can't download. it can't download. That's why there were hitches. Any guy, any person with an idea, maybe you have a more powerful modem somewhere, I don't know, but shows are like that. This is a show, as I told you. I'm the presenter, and everything will be okay. I don't know if it's okay now. Okay. You could be talking in the meantime. Yeah.
No. Okay, I'll do the reverse. I'll present from here. So move to the next slide. So I want to say what St. Amri is in photos. Just the next one. That's to reverse one of our projects. So we have a demonstrable track record. The next one. That's the view of Two Rivers and the apartments and the mall. The next one. That's the entertainment bit at Two Rivers. The next one, quickly. One of our projects completed. Next. Another project that is completed. Next. That's Mombasa Vipingo. Next. Those are 75 villas and mansionettes. Next. Those are affordable apartments in Mombasa. Next. That's a desalination plant. We get water from the ocean and people drink. That's our project in Uganda. Next. That's by the shores of Lake Victoria. What is being built? Next. So those are affordable apartments, bungalow and mansionettes. Similar infrastructure as what you have here. Next. Yeah, carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Next. Just carry on. I want to save time. That's Two Rivers Cascadia. That's Mzizi in Two Rivers. Next. We've won some awards across the world. Edge Africa Champion, among others. So we have some recognition. So in a nutshell, that's St. Amri. That's our track record. Some projects were finished on time. Others were not finished on time. But we've delivered. I want to share insights of there. I want to share some insights of, is there a demand? Because you're getting educated here, you're working here and you're investing back home. Is there a demand for real estate in Kenya? And the answer is yes. There is population growth, there is urbanization. I still want my presentation. So, quickly, there is demand for real estate and it will be there for very many years. Across Africa, the population is growing and we are growing more cities. Kenya, you can see there, is number 6. So there will be demand for housing for very many years to come. That's from the UN, the World Bank, and many other entities. Next. If you look projecting to 2050, the only continent that adds people is Africa. We'll add close to 700 million people, while all the other markets are shrinking. These people will need to be housed by someone, and you may become that investor who houses them. Next. From a population growth and urbanization, you can see how Africa, and specifically East Africa, compares to other markets. So people leave campuses as you came here to look for jobs. We leave villages and we go to Nairobi and other cities to look for jobs. And that way we need to be housed. Next. Just an example, in the census that was done in 2019, our population was at 47 million, the entire country, or 48. Today it's projected to be 52. In 2032 it will be 64 million. Those people someone must house them. In Nairobi itself, the population was 4.4 million people. Today it's close to 6 million. In 2032, it will be 10 million people. We still need to house them, and all these developers here are not enough to give enough houses. And if you invest, you won't have an empty house. Next. And what does that do to Rand? In 2010, in a place like Two Rivers, an acre was 10 million. Today it's in excess of 200 million because of this thing of population growth, urbanization, value increases. And this is the essence of your investment and why we are sharing these insights. Next. These are stories about what's happening in Nairobi. 9 in every 10 Kenyans are tenants. That market, if you have a house, people will rent. And those are the things they are looking at. You'll get a copy of this presentation. Next. Just carry on. Carry on. These I've spoken about. Carry on. Carry on. Again. So who is your customer? I know most of you are investing back home. There is a demographic that becomes your tenant, which is that age bracket between 26 to 30. People who are buying are between 35 and above. So that's the market segment you'll most likely serve. And the guy who spoke about Eldoret University, he serves that demographic of 18 to 25. Next. So these are the requirements if you want to build a house in Nairobi. This is what people are looking for: size, amenities, location, design, budget requirements. I'll share this presentation. At Centamri, we create and share value. So I'll give you a copy of this, then you have insights as you invest back home. Next. Just carry on. Carry on, we finish. Okay, it's a lengthy presentation. Go to the second last slide. Okay, you can take a shot of that. You register. You get access to this presentation. My team back home says there are vouchers. They can send you, and then you send someone to go and shop at Two Rivers as they get a copy of this presentation. There is a market, there is demand, there is financing. Please invest back home. And if you're looking to invest, you can speak to us or any other developer, whether or not you're investing with us. We are happy to share the insights and knowledge that we've gotten. Enjoy your afternoon.
Hiyo ni tap tengele, is it? You know, tap tu na dollars inaenda nyumbani. Yeah, that was a very smart presentation and a smart way of encouraging people to invest back home. You take a screenshot of that or that QR code, and I'm sure you can get more from their desk. Where's the noise room? Yeah, so feel free to visit their desk for more. Let me shift again gears to insurance. As we invest, we need to be insured. You need peace of mind. Tunatuma pesa nyumbani, fulani ni mgonjwa relative, haitaenda pengine kwa hiyo kazi. Brother yako, it's just rhetorical, sio ati wewe John. Hajapeleka watoto shule, bla bla. Mama anachukua hiyo pesa, ananunulia mtoto uniform. Don't you go through those challenges? Na kuna ndugu yako, dada yako ambaye pengine ndio amefanya hiyo pesa ikaenda hivi. AR Insurance, partners of Chams Media. Leah, are you here? It's your turn. Is Leah here? I think she's, I've caught her off guard. Atakuja tu hapa. Mtu ambie Leah, she's supposed to be on the stage. I really want to deal with AR Insurance, then we proceed to the next. I really love your attentiveness. Tunashukuru sana. So far, so good. I think you had enough time to interact, and we want to. I think microphone iko na unaweza badilisha. Yeah. Welcome, Leah. Kindly introduce yourself, please. 3 minutes. Here's the microphone.
Hi, everybody. My name's Leah Nganga, and I am one of us from Adelaide, and I am here to represent AR Insurance. So my very brief history is that I came, prior to me coming to Australia, I was working with AR Insurance as a registered insurance independent agency. And after many years, tumekuja, you try and settle, and you're studying and all. Now I'm a social worker, but I wear two hats. And I'm very passionate about us needing to have our families back home protected, because I know we are buying land, and I'm very pro buying, investing and buying land. We also need to be mindful that we have dependents that directly rely on us. We have our loved ones, our families. And so just without going, I know I have a PowerPoint presentation, but I think what speaks passionately to me is the need to have, that you don't have to sell your plot that you've just bought to pay for your mom's or your dad's or your siblings' hospital bills. So I think technology is failing us, but I can tell you from the top of my head, we have insurance covers, medical insurance that give you an inpatient cover, outpatient cover, ambulance cover, evacuation, because again, you may have a good medical cover, but you don't have your means to get to hospital. So we ensure, so I started in 1984. I think I joined AAR in 1997. And I've been there, my kids were born and I'm still working for AR. So it's a company that I'm very passionate about. And I know we do have many insurance companies that have many products. As I said, I was working as an independent agent. But I can tell you that, and I'm here in Adelaide, so if something happens and you're in doubt or you need something that needs to be sorted urgently, you have my number, and I need you I need us in Australia, so Kenyans and diasporas to reduce hii kazi ya kuitana to harambes, and we know we need to support each other, but if there's a better way to ensure that your mom doesn't need to, you don't have to panic when you hear someone you love is sick at home. So we are here, at least we know we are working with a good brand, and we've got a person here, me, and we have a very big backup team in Nairobi. So we have a whole diaspora diaspora desk. So once I've talked to many of you, let's make our families, and we are basically saying, let's protect our wealth. So you bought your plots, you don't have to sell them to pay for medical bills at home. So that's really easy, and please feel free to come and ask any questions, and we cover from the time a child is born from 1 month up to 100 years. So don't feel that your parent is too old to be covered. Any conditions that are there, we will be very upfront and tell you about them. If you have any questions, please, you can text me. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.
Great, another hearty clap for Leah. Coffee, jameni. Wow. Apologies, Leah. Tutaona kama tutapata your presentation later. Tumejaribu njia zote, but inakaa, so bear with us. Joseph Njoroge at Pazurina Holiday Homes, as Joseph comes, is also another partner. They particularly sponsor a series on our YouTube called Eye on Coast. So if you go to Eye on Coast, they are sponsoring that series that presents opportunities in coast, investment opportunities in coastal region, because their real base is Diani. He'll tell us why. And we've done well in terms of working together. This is the second year, I think. And I'm a brand ambassador for Pazurina Holiday Homes, having been one of the beneficiaries of their investment opportunities in Diani. Karibu, Joseph.
Asante sana, Mr. Alex Chamwada. My name is Joseph Njoroge of Pazurina Holiday Homes. I'm one of the directors. For Pazurina, we are in Diani, Coastal Kenya, and we specialize and we focus on holiday homes only. I want first of all to thank you people, Kenyans in Australia, number one, because of the warm reception we've been receiving. You people, you are wonderful. In countries, and I've never seen people like you who are warm, welcoming, and thank you, thank you, thank you. And on top of that, you are so caring. We've been receiving a lot of support, and it's also amazing the way you people have time. Unajua watu wa majua wanakuwaga watu wa kukimbia sana. And you people, you have time for us. May God bless you so much. Now, we are in Diani for the main reason being to provide you a place to go for holiday. As you are well aware, people back home and also Kenyans in the overseas have continued to become very rich. Watu nyumbani wametajirika sana, na watu wa majuu wametajirika sana. Now what happens when people becomes wealthy? They look for ways to enjoy themselves. Wanatafuta njia ya kujirudishia shukrani. And for that reason, we felt that there is a gap that requires to be filled, and that is the holiday homes. In Kenya, Kenya is known for tourism, and it's among the top, I think it could be top 3 in Africa to receive tourists from all over the world. I was in Diani some few weeks ago looking for a space, and it was quite very hard to get a space because Europeans, Americans, Japanese, wamechukua hoteli zote. They've taken all the spaces, and I thought this is a wonderful opportunity for Kenyans. And what the government of Kenya has done, it has ensured that Diani should be the hub of tourism in Africa. It should be able to compete with Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, South Africa, Zanzibar, and therefore government invested very heavily in infrastructure. They've done one of the most expensive roads in Africa called Dongo Kundu. They've also done airport in Diani. We have a new airport, and there are so many other things the government is doing. The World Bank is there supplying water to the whole of Kwale County. And that's why I decided that we should invest in Diani. And we've come up with a concept which is very new. It has been for the very rich people, where you have a home in a holiday estate. It's like you have a home, your own home in a resort. And that's what we are doing. And allow me to take you to Diani briefly through this video, and then we'll continue.
Beauty, nature, culture, and luxury. This is Diani, the place to be for any smart investor looking to connect with nature, enjoy tranquility, and experience a life like no other. Just an hour away from Kenya's capital, Nairobi, arrive at this tropical paradise with top-notch infrastructure. It is hotel living, but at home. And the best part is you can have a taste of this unending vacation through Pazurina Holiday Homes. Invest in prime real estate locations with maximum return on investment like Pazurina Golf Resort Annex, right next to the luxurious Diani Pazurina Golf Resort project. Talk of world-class amenities and thriving communities, we have that and so much more. We also have budget-friendly parcels from 550,000 Kenya shillings and high-end parcels from 3 million. Don't be left out. Invest through Pazurina and get your bragging rights as you watch your investment grow. Contact us through the number +254 712 110 110 or email info@pazurina.com or simply walk to our offices at Morningside Office Park along Gong Road and start your investment journey. Pazurina Holiday Homes. Great investment opportunities.
Thank you for that. The status right now, already people have started building. We have a company that supports people to build, and we have chosen one of the best company who have the capacity to build for you and then you pay later. That, number one, ensures that you do not put your money at risk. You can build in phases. I think the next thing I can do is to do a PowerPoint presentation, which will tell it all. In the meantime, I can tell you that every person has an opportunity to invest with us because we have plots going for 550,000 Kenya shillings. And I've discovered the students are really keen on those properties. Those are properties which are a little bit far away from the ocean. We have others who are, which are near the town, that is Ukunda town, going for 750,000 for an eighth. Then our prime one is very close to the beach because it is only less than a kilometer to the beach. If that is not possible, then I will request you to share your number with us, and I'll share the soft of that. And we'll carry on. Well, we have an opportunity to get something in Diani, which will give you very high returns. I don't think there is anything else you can get in Kenya which can give you a return of about 100,000 Kenya shillings per day. That's what people are paying for such investment back home in Diani. Thank you very much. God bless you so much. And we are saying because you've been very warm to us, I can tell you for sure that all the companies which Chamwada came with are good company. We know them. And we're also saying that in case you need any information about any other company back home, we are available to tell you something about it. It's not about always making profit. We can share information for free. And for our company, we normally have monthly webinars where we educate our people in diaspora about investment back home. And that is done by professionals, people like surveyors, people like architects, lawyers, and all those professionals. We pay them, and we say we give you that information so that we avoid the pitfalls which so many Kenyans in diaspora have been prone to. May God bless you so much for listening.
Thank you so much. Nafikiri bado tuko na nguvu na nafikiri tulikuwa tumejizatiti kuwa hapa. I would have said hebu tusimame tunyoroshe misuli kidogo, but tutarudi hapo. I take this opportunity to let you know that some of the companies we are representing, we have their materials on the table at the Chams Media desk. Feel free to pick a copy of their publicity materials where you're able to scan. Please scan. Wilston Homes, King's Developers, Serentia, Royal Tulia Lodge. So those that are being represented here by Chams Media, we have their publicity materials. Feel free to pick. So next, if you can just pause a little, I'm introducing King's Developers. The video is self-explanatory. Again, King's Developers are partners with Chams Media, and that in this video, you will be able to see the kind of products that they have in Nairobi. If you know about Prism Towers, that's where their headquarters is, and we are proud to be associated by King's Developers. Let's hear their story.
Hello, my name is Sheila Mgoi Mwakio, and I oversee marketing and diaspora affairs at And a warm gratitude to each and every one of you who's taken their time to actually come and see what your brothers and sisters back here in the country have to offer you in terms of real estate and investments. Asanteni sana. Thank you to the Charms team. Thank you to the Chamber of Commerce. I appreciate this. So who are we? We're Kings Developers Limited. We are part of the Royal Group of Companies. We're a real estate developer who build affordable, mid and high-end houses across the country. Kileleshwa, Kilimani, Lavington, Ongata Rongai, Syokimau, Thika Road. We have quite a number of properties ranging from 1 million to even 50 million. 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms with a SKU, fully furnished apartments. We have quite a variety of apartments for you. And we're inviting you to a journey of investments and home ownership for you. What are you looking for? Well, in terms of investments, in terms of home ownership, what are you looking for? That which you're looking for, we have it. So why should we invest in us? Number one, we're the oldest developer in the country. Our properties include Prism Tower, the iconic building. We have Sifa Towers, we have Kileleshwa, Apollo Suites, King Serenity in Ongata Rongai, King Sapphire in Nakuru. Quite a number of properties for you. So invest in us because we have a wide portfolio for you. Number two, we give a high ROI. Whatever locations that are there, our properties guarantee a safe investment for you. And that is what we want for you. And number three, we also have a very nice working relationship with the diaspora community. Our investments actually are the best in the market right now. So invest in us and we welcome you in a journey of investments, in a journey of home ownership that is going to be so beautiful for you.
Yeah. Great, that's King's Developers. I told you this is a show, and next we'll move to Optiven. Optiven. Yeah, the stage is yours. Karibu sana. We are proud to be associated with you as one of the sponsors of the Daring Abroad Investment Forums. And I hear you are very daring. Take it away. Yeah.
Wow, good evening. Hey, good to see all of you. My name is George Washuri. I work with a company called Optiven. And Optiven means optimizing ventures. We believe that whatever we touch must prosper. The people who associate with Optiven, they must also prosper. And we have a vision of being the champions of socio-economic transformation. 2 words, economic and social. Social, all the money we make, 5%, we give this money to Optiven Foundation. We sponsor 2 orphans per county every year. So every year, we pick 100 orphans. Some of these children, they are now doctors. And I was talking to my sister here on how we can support some of them to get international education. The same 5%, we have a huge project for people with cerebral palsy and back issues. We distribute wheelchairs to these people across all the counties. Mention your county, we have been there. Turkana have been there. Nandi have been there. Muranga, we have been there. Then the same 5%, we support about 80 schools to supply sanitary pads to girls in arid and semi-arid areas. That's the social aspect. I am an author. I have authored 3 books. One of them is my story. I lost my father when I was 7 years. My mother was very poor. We were very poor. I was educated by the community. So all the money I generate for my books and are there, all the money goes to Optiven Foundation. The first book is my story, Solid Like an Eagle. The second one is how to start small and build an empire. Optiven is one of the biggest real estate companies in Kenya today. And the reason we believe is because of giving. The other book, the one for Start Small, I use it for mentorship. I mentor business people in Kenya. In fact, some of them log in because it's virtual. At the Dr. George Washuri School of Mentorship. My job is to create millionaires in dollars. That's my job. The third book is called After the Pledge. We did a partnership that we lost $2 million. 200 million Kenya shillings. Our customers paid us, but the deal was not good. So we went to the bank, borrowed money, and paid back every single customer, including some customers here. I can see Rosemary is here. People are taking photos of checks, paying people back. That means with Optiven real estate, you cannot lose your money. You can't lose your money. And for us, we'll be there for 24 years. So when you come to our table there, we are giving you 24 years experience. And by the grace of God, next time you're in Kenya, coffee and cake on George Washuri. We are in Absa Plaza. Just come there, check us, and we have properties in 30 counties. I don't know whether our video is ready. We can see a 2-minute video so that you see the kind of work that we do. Let's go.
Welcome to a journey of success where dreams meet reality and communities thrive. Join us as we explore our flagship projects, each a testament to our commitment to excellence. Behold Amani Ridge in Kiambu, where sophistication meets tranquility. Nestled amidst rolling hills, this gated community offers more than just homes. It's a lifestyle enriched with panoramic views and modern amenities. Success Gardens along Gatanga Road in Thika, where nature's beauty merges with suburban comfort. Here, life blooms amidst meticulously designed gardens, creating a haven for families to flourish. Victory Gardens, a testament to growth and success. From phase 1 to 5, witness the evolution of a community built on shared values, offering not just residents but a thriving neighborhood. Garden of Joy in Machakos, a vibrant tapestry of joyous living. With green spaces, lively parks, and a welcoming community spirit, every moment here is a celebration of life. Welcome to Happy Gardens in Kitengela, where happiness finds a home. Modern architecture harmonizes with a lovely ambience, creating a place where happiness blooms. At Celebration Gardens in Kitengela, every day is a celebration. From communal gatherings to serene landscapes, experience a lifestyle that embraces joyous moments. Achievers Paradise in Ngong Kimuka, where dreams take shape. Surrounded by breathtaking vistas, this is more than a location. It's a canvas for success and achievement. Join us in these vibrant communities. To be a part of this journey, contact us today at 0723 400 500 or 0790 300 300 and step into a world of success, growth, and community living with us.
Wow, thank you. Please take your phone, take your phone. I am a man of giving gifts. Take your phone. I want to give you my personal number. So when you are in Kenya, you say, hey, Washuri, I'm here. Of course, you start with +254. Very powerful, +254. Wengine wananiangalia tu. I may give you a shamba in Malindi. Rosemary, tell them. I give plots. Yeah. +254. Once you say you have done +254, you say yes. +254. 716. Your speed. 716. 605 410. 605 410 +254 716 605 410. Just say hi, George. No, there on the WhatsApp. Hi, George. We will get a gift voucher when you're in Kenya to celebrate one of the biggest theme park that we run as Optiven in Kitengela. It's called GMC Place. This warm swimming pool, VIP rooms, conference facility, yakitori chicken. We have the biggest theme park in Kenya today. God bless you. Thank you, Alex. We value you. Pigeni makofi tuwasheni nini.
Thank you so much. Wow, appreciated that. Thank you so much. So far, so good. Let's also shift into something else about our life, about our welfare. And I'm inviting Komen. Let's hear about Komen swimming and training in swimming. Hey, it's a popular subject. I don't want to preempt. But I'm told swimming ni skill muhimu sana, mnafaa kujua maju. Au sio? Aya, wacha tusikie ni kwa nini. You know, we've heard about investing in real estate, we've heard about insurance, we've about banking. Let's hear about our welfare and life maju. What can swimming do to us while we are daring abroad? Karibu. Yeah. Tajielezea mwenyewe. Let's clap for her. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex, and everyone who came out here tonight, this evening. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to share something out of business. Swimming is one of the skills that no one talks about, especially coming from the Kenyan community. It's something that's just, unataka kwenda kuswim, achana na sisi. You know, invest in education, soma, fanya hivi vitu mingi. But something like swimming can just take your life away in a second. Me and my sister decided to learn how to swim out of the reason we didn't have anyone to show us how to swim. And our mother was very skeptical about swimming. She was like, I have a phobia, so watoto wangu hawezi learn swimming, forget about it. So we didn't have the opportunity, not because we didn't want to learn, but just because someone else was scared to learn how to swim. So coming to Australia, we always went to the beach. Unatembea kando kando, unaingiza miguu, unasema, no, I can't do this. You are scared. And in 2022 and 2023, there was incidences where new students came to Australia and Canada and in other states in America also. And it happened that these students drowned to death just because of the lack of knowledge about water, lack of knowledge about survival skills, which is something that is so sad. We invest so much in education, we come abroad. Helen Maria would help you come get a student visa and study, but one day, swimming, because of lack of swimming, unaweza tukufa in a minute. Our parents, you know, we saw that family in Canada where this girl was live on Facebook, and she ended up drowning. And her father cried so much, saying that, I have invested so much in my daughter, aende ngambo, and then this really happened, and it's so saddening to see families coming back here to take people back home because of things like this. So me and my sister decided, why not, you know? Sisi hatujui how to swim, we don't know how to swim, let's do something about it. So we started learning by ourselves. We decided to teach ourselves how to swim, and then 3 months in, we learned proper swimming skills, and we got an opportunity to do swim teacher courses, a multicultural swim teacher course. And with that, we came up with the idea that we lack representation in the sector. We don't see any other African person doing this. Why not start with our community, give back, and just teach someone else something that would be of value to their lives? If I teach one of you today, you can be able to save your friend. If it happens, God forbid, that one of us is drowning, you will be able to save them. So that is the reason behind Commence Swim School. We just started recently with the support of Hosea and Kitwek Association. Clap for Hosea. We just gave him the idea, and he said, you know, let's start. Even if we started with 3 people in the class, you can play the video. It's just a small video. We don't have a big presentation. So, Thank you so much. I just also want to acknowledge all the people that came to the swim school and are in the video. Thank you so much for the support, and I would just encourage all of you to spread the word about swimming. Even if you don't come to our school, go learn in a safe environment. Don't go to the beach and just jump into the ocean with no knowledge. It is important to learn basic knowledge about anything, even if it's swimming. Education and knowledge is power. Thank you.
Wow, congratulations, well done. Commend swim, eh? Tumpige makofi. Well done. How many of us don't know how to swim? Kono juu. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's good to be honest. Yeah. Mina is a float. I can go to the deep end, but sio sana. I need an instructor when I'm going to the deep end. But huwa nachezea pale shallow end. So naweza kufloat. So I'm not badly off. How many know how to swim? Mkono juu. Hala, wale hawajui ndio wengi. Comment. Kazi kwako. Wenye hawajui ndio wengi. Yeah. Anyway, on a light note, that was a good break from, just something social, something about what we can do, a skill that can come in handy as you dare abroad. We are about to come to the close of presentations, but we'll open up the floor for some question and answer session. So we've not forgotten about you. Japheth, yeah? Do you know how to swim? Oh, okay. Congratulations. Yeah. Japheth is one of the students who came here through Options Education, I know. Ume invest? Okay, great. Yeah, sio masomo tu. Allow me to invite Musti, and I think you have another company, so you double up, do both presentations. Martin, karibu sana. Martin, it's your turn. Martin is one of our partners here, based in Adelaide.
Musti Limited is proud to showcase its wide selection of properties that will suit all your needs. Be it a townhouse, that country setting, a commercial location, or the search for that pristine ambience, we've got you covered. The Konza City Retirement Project is located 12 kilometers from Mombasa Highway and next to the SGR ICT station that serves between Athi River and Konza. With a proposed bypass through Malili, Konza and Isinya, you'll be securing a good business future as the area is bound to become a vibrant commercial hub. The Millennium Pace Garden is only 13 kilometers from the Kitengela CBD and 800 meters from Namanga Highway. This project is in the designated industrial area for Kajiado and neighbors Majani Bora, Dawa Company, Imara Steel Limited, among others. The Royal Garden project sits right at Chumbi Junction and is a perfect location for malls, commercial stalls, and apartments. The Spring Garden comprises of 3 phases of strategically positioned plots, only 2.5 kilometers from the Nairobi-Namanga Highway behind Isinya Fits and 1.5 kilometers from Isinya Kiserian Bypass. The Juja Farm project is situated in Kiambu County and it's a sure bet with the implementation of the Great Eastern Bypass at an advanced stage. It will be one of the most ideal places to live with easy and convenient access to Thika or Nairobi towns. The Favor Garden project touches Namanga Highway and is located at the bustling Korompoi Center right opposite the KAG University. It is ideal for townhouses and apartments. We are happy to introduce our latest project, Vantage Phase 2, located behind KAG University and directly opposite the Kampala University, which are ideal for immediate occupation. Other lucrative properties are situated near Lakewood School, Kennedy School, Acacia Crest Academy, and the Ostrich Farm. We encourage you to get in touch with us for free site visits all day, every day. We are open to flexible payment options that suit your financial situation. Musti Limited, your loyal property partner.
Hi guys, how are you? Habari zenyu wa Kenya. Habari yenyu wa Kenya wa Adelaide. So, huku niko home ground, munanijua vizuri, so wacha nianza kwa kujintroduce vile sisi huanza. I had a PowerPoint presentation, but I'm told it's playing up, so that's why I came with my laptop here. But first I would like to acknowledge the Ghana people as the custodians of this land on which we meet today. I pay my respect to elders, both past and present. I had a bit of word to say to our visitors. Our visitors leo wamekuja. Oh, sorry. So welcome to our visitors, and just like to put matters into perspective, I'd like to give you an overview brief of Adelaide. So currently, I think we are standing at the world's most livable city. We are number 3. So ukiona hiyo ambience yenye mko nayo hapa, ni juu tunaendelea kuclimb. We are the most livable city in the world. So which is something that you should be clapping about. Now this is my city. I'm proud since the community here has brought me up. Actually, if you know my style of talking, I hardly use PowerPoint, but today's one, mumanipatia butterfly. Sameni butterfly. Haya, sameni Musti Limited. Musti Limited, watu wengi hapa wanaipronounce kama Masti. Sio Masti vile tumezoea. It's Musti. Chamoda. Sometimes si usema, tunasema Lia. Nimesikia ukisema Lia, tunashanga huo ni nani? It's Lia. Anyway, I've lived in this city for 7 years. Initially arriving as an international student. I made the decision to come here to study networking and cybersecurity with the intent of going home. After successfully completing my studies, I realized the vast opportunities that this land presents. And despite not knowing anyone, I came without knowing anyone here. I believe by now everybody knows me. If you don't know me, then you must be new in Adelaide or something similar. I'm also like an entrepreneur here. And one of my major business that I started, I came in as a material through options. Mama options in the alianzia. There was Beth. When I came in 2016, Beth was the one who processed my visa. And then 2017 to commit to happy. So I also started an IT company. And mtu mwenye alini host kwa hiyo kampuni ilikuwa ni Mama Options. Aliniambia karibu hapa kuna ofisi, it's big enough. You can set up whatever you want to set up. Initially, I wanted to set up a school. Utajua kwa nini baadaye. So that one is not, 3 months alinipea free, and then COVID hit. So the business came tumbling down during COVID period. So if you would have seen there, you would have seen I'm a registered real estate agent in South Australia. I represent a company also called Multi-Dynamic Real Estate. Na mimi ni director hapo. When we started this business, I invited majority of you also to come in when we had this open. And I'm glad to say, one of the many Kenyans mwenye alinipatia property zake alikuwa na manager is Mama Options as well. Alikuwa wa kwanza. So I'm benefiting a lot from you guys. I'm benefiting a lot. You know, that's why like I wanted ample time kidogo. Ndio niwaambie about myself. It's only that the PowerPoint is not playing. I've also served in the CASA. Kama mnavyojua, I was the PRO for CASA, and my main intent was about students. You know, I was advocating for students left, right, and center. Utakuja kujua kwa nini tena. Additionally, I think kuna wale watu tunaweza ndio. So all this is geared to ensuring students wenye wako hapa, we can have what we call fair, equitable representation as well. So, just go to my next slide here. So I've also co-founded a company that is called Optimum Care Plus. Optimum Care Plus iko pale. And When I was going through the registration process with the NDIS, I also approached BET. Nikawambia, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. It's not a competition, it's not anything. I'm not running to compete with you. We can only complement each other as a business. So, however, today, I'm not here about to talk about myself or, I'm here to present Musti. Musti is a platinum sponsor in this event and is ready to support us in all our collective endeavors. Wale kina Moen, if you have an event, please let me know. Musti is happy to come in as a sponsor as well. Kwa any venture, watu wa gala, if you're organizing gala, kitwork, please reach out to me. Musti is happy to come in as an investor himself and also as a sponsor. So I've got Musti's, unfortunately it's not showing, but I've got Musti's vision. It's to be the best real estate investment company of choice. And this is where you're gonna deal with his values. He's a very passionate individual. Some of you have met him. Works with integrity, teamwork. He's got a very huge teamwork. Utaenda utaiona huko Kitengela. And the surrounding regions, he's got about 15 years of expertise in real estate. And with him, he's built quite a big team who are equally passionate. So Musti limited global clientele, eco everywhere. It's a huge clientele, and its brand ambassador demonstrate their brand's worldwide acceptance and its influence on a global scale. So today, while we are making all this decision, let's make an informed choice. Now, nilikuwa na kitu hapo nilikuwa nataka muskani, but now that it's not showing, kuna opportunity yako ya kujishindia kaploti. The reason as to why I decided to do Kitengela, first and foremost, I'm going to give just a little bit of background info here, just a flashback. My father was a civil engineer who worked for Mugoya Construction Company. Wala wa kitambo, you can remember Mugoya Construction Company. His responsibilities included building high-end buildings, including Nyali Bridge, in the city, Kina Cooperative, and all those. Later on, he moved to Kitengela, built companies like EPZ. EPZ is one of the major infrastructures that he built there. And then hiyo barabara ya kwenda all the way to Namanga, that was built by my dad. So during the process yote, he used to bring in most of the youth from our area. So if today you go in Kitengela, I've got like about maybe 10,000 just from my village. Sababu, even after he retired, this was in early 2000, those guys are still living there. So myself, I moved in Kitengela in 2010 after completing my studies and working in high-end circles and finance banks as well. I started a college in Kitengela called Kitengela Lifeline Institute, which operated until 2017 when my wife joined me in Australia. So the only period that we haven't lived in Kitengela now was after we came here. So I can easily tell you where each and every corner is situated. Why Musti, if you can ask? So my journey began with Musti, started in 2011. And since then, I've been involved in many projects with them. Starting from all the way like Kitengela CBD, all the way now to the current regions that most of the videos you are seeing there. And even when I came in here as an international student, I still continued to venture with them. Yo kidogo kidogo, hujaza kibaba. So today, I've been entrusted with the opportunity to introduce to you our brand ambassador. This is the Australian brand ambassador. She's based here in Adelaide. So if you can stand up, please, Monica. We are Musti's brand ambassador. Please ask any question, anything that you want. And also, out of it, we have also been given to share exciting news and discounts, courtesy of our brand ambassador here. So if you go to our table, upata catalog pale, and there's anything itakupendeza. Starting from Mombasa, starting from Nairobi, going to along Thika Road, utapata 100K off. Hiyo price utapata hapo, minus 100K off. Courtesy of Musti. So most of the projects, they do require, if it's building for you, if you want to finance, you can go through KCB. For those who have been through KCB, you know it's not an easy bank to deal with. So ukisikia mtu mwenye akona KCB, ni mtu akona stronghold. You can go through KCB and he's going to be able to help build for you. So ladies and gentlemen, if you allow me, you can view cost if you are looking at project interested in cost. The Wild, if you want to go to Konza Retirement Village, it's upcoming very quickly. If you love the town, Mkulima Mdogo, Big Shacks, nyinyi wote, kila kitu mko sorted. If you see someone in Kitengela who has land in the CBD, it's going for 11 million. If you see someone who has land there, ni kumaanisha ni wa kitambo. Hiyo ni mtu mwenye ameshika kita kule. So all the info tutapatana pale kwa table, but there's nothing yenye sitaongelea, and this include like vitu kama maji, gated community, all those electricity, all the projects comes with it's already included there. So there's project ranging from Konza Phase 2, there's project ranging from Spring Garden in Kisaju. Some of them you've seen there. There's a Karen View for those who know Merisho, where it's located. If you know Kitengela Milimani, well and good. Hapo mtanini pia. If you know Anak Estate, uko Kwote. If you know Graceland, if you know this place called Sunnyside, this one is in Isinya. Isinya, this one is 90% sold, so it's only a few remaining blocks. And what we are showing you at our table, we are not showing you. Remember, I'm a registered real estate. Siwezi nikakupatia information yenye sija receive, yenye sija verify mimi mwenyewe. These are projects that I've already invested myself. If you want to see, I can show you from A to Z. Pace Garden, that one is in Machakos. If you know Uncle Freddy Machoka, where he's located, he's got a very big ranch where he's doing farming. There's land there as well from Musti for you. So I wanted to show you a bit of my presentation, but it's not showing there. The current finished projects, you can come on there tutawaonyesha. And this is one of the person utapata akona kila kitu, including excavators to help you build and the whole project. If you're looking for commercial properties, similar, atakusaidia na hiyo yote. So yeah, I wish it was showing there because it's all here. Now, there is a Vantage. Vantage, I think you've just seen it there. Vantage is one of the projects that 70% has been bought by people who are in South Australia and about 3 from Western Australia when we did our presentation there on last week. So there was a presentation there for you to scan, but it's not. Yep. And as a registered real estate agent, like I mentioned, I want to give a disclaimer, like how we give it here. All information provided regarding properties for sale, rent, or investment is deemed reliable, but not guaranteed, and should be independently verified. No representation is made regarding the accuracy or completeness of any information. All investments involve risk, and past performance is not an indicative of future results. Prospective buyers, renters, or investors are encouraged to conduct their own due diligence and consult with appropriate professionals to determine the suitability of any property for their needs. So, ladies and gentlemen, asanteni sana, nimeshukuru. Thank you for giving me your trust. I'll continue serving you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Martin. Tumuongeze makofi, Martin. Great, yeah. Well points. We had a discussion on education, and I think that's a topic that will always remain current. And I would like to invite John Kamau to speak about his role in the education sector as well. And his company is called WellPoint. So you have your 3-4 minutes to tell us about WellPoint. Karibu, John.
Thank you, Alex. Hello, everyone, once again. I will not take much of your time, but I'm here to talk about WellPoint. Well, when I spoke in my capacity as the CASA president, there's something I forgot to say. This past fortnight, I did hold a conversation with the Home Affairs, and one of the issues I discussed with them is the way Kenya has fallen down the ranks to level 3, and I did advocate for Kenya for discussions to be held on how to help Kenyan education sector in terms of improving our assessment of risk, because what I did tell them was the benefit outweigh the risk that they are talking about. Because look at today, the investors from Kenya, the investors from Adelaide, there are our Kenyan community is one of the communities that has produced a large number of investors. There are very few Kenyans who seek asylum compared to other countries. And when they are assessing the risk, part of it is about people who seek asylum, people who produce fraudulent documents, like Helen said. It's about people who drop out of school, and these are some of the risks that they assess, and they drop the level of the country. Now, my point to the Home Affairs was, yes, we do have those. You never lack those bad apples in a basket, but consider the benefits that Kenyans bring in Australia. We do have a lot of benefits that international students bring in the employment sector, in the investment sector. We have a lot of foreign affairs, foreign funds coming from Kenya to Australia. Now, those of you who don't know, I am the founder and director of WellPoint Education. In Australia, we trade as WellPoint Australia Pty Limited. In Kenya, we trade as WellPoint Education Pty Limited, and we are located at Emperor Plaza, which is just opposite GPO, along Koinange Street. We are at 4th floor, suite E413. Now, what we do, we assist, I would start with my story. I did my application for our visa. My wife, you can wave. My wife came to study in Australia, and I did all the applications for the student visa, everything. And I sent her to Australia, and I remained back in Africa. I stayed there for 8 months. But during that time, I still had my student visa in my pocket. I had decided not to come to Australia. But the balance of family made me to decide, let me go. Let me join my wife. And when I came, I started assisting other people to come to Australia. And when I started assisting them, I did it pro bono. I did apply for so many people. I helped them to apply for visas, search for schools. Back then, those who did not know, we had a program where you could pay $250 at Influencers Church, and you could get a COE and come. I brought so many people there. But I did all that pro bono. Now, when they started assessing the risk of Kenya and things started getting tough, schools started saying they need applications to come only from agents, and a student cannot apply for themselves. And when that happened, that's when, back in 2022, I decided maybe it's time I started my own initiative. I did not know that there were any benefits in being an agent. I did it all pro bono, helped so many people, freelancer for about 5 years. I did all that. Then when it came to 2022, that's when I founded WellPoint Education Agency, and I started now helping people on a commercial basis now. I started getting rewards for my good work. I got a very good visa outcome. My applications are always meticulously done, and I want to thank every person that has referred a student to me. Most of my referrals come from Adelaide, actually, from people living here. And once one gets a visa back home, I get 5 out of that. And I get referrals, the next village, there's a village somewhere in Eldoret, they only talk about WellPoint because of the work that we do. They are so personalized services. I counter-check all the applications to make sure that they are well done. I'm not those businesses, I'm not one of the people who will be in hindsight. I am always on the front line to ensure that the visas that we get or the applications that we do, they are meticulously done. Now come to WellPoint and you will not regret. Now you can inbox me on my WhatsApp. You can go to info@wellpoint.com, and we can be able to assist you with the application. And like I said, the journey to Australia is a wonderful journey, and we will be able to, in our banner there, it says we provide smart ideas. What are these smart ideas? Is to ensure we help you and assist you to apply for future-proof courses. Because there are some people who, I have met people, both in my capacity as CASA president and in my capacity as an education agent, people who came to do courses here, and they've been hopping from course to course for over 10 years. Because the courses that they started doing, they are not future-proof courses. And they end up stagnating their career, stagnating their future, because they didn't get good advice when they started their journey to Australia. We give proper advice, ensuring we are charting your career pathway. We are charting your future. We are not just bringing you here for the purposes of commission. We are bringing you here to ensure you chart the path forward for your future. Come to WellPoint and refer your friends, refer your village, the whole village, refer them to us, and we ensure your village improve their status. WellPoint is where your journey for excellence starts. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Wow, thank you so much, John. Well done. Another hearty clap for John. Asante sana, John. Almost there. 2 more and we are done. We are glad that we've had quite a wealth of representation from various sectors. Really, this wouldn't have been possible because of our sponsors. Some are here, some are not here. We are representing them. And allow me to introduce a video by Herensha, our other sponsor, and they are watching in Nairobi. We are glad you are following us live from Adelaide, and it's about a few minutes to 10 a.m. in Nairobi, I'm told. And here is what? A few minutes to? Past, okay, it's close to 5 p.m. here. Yes. Eh? It's 5 already in Adelaide. Herensha.
Come to Herencia, the heartland of good living, where you belong. A community with endless possibilities. Your path to discovering a master plan gated community that matches your ambitions. Get yourself this must-have piece of paradise with state-of-the-art amenities, constant water supply, good security, tarmac roads, and much more from as low as 3.5 million. The best part, availability of buy and build financing services. Don't wait. Contact us today or visit our offices for more info. Buy and build your way at Herencia, the heartland of good living.
The heartland or the heart of good living. Thank you, Herencia, for supporting Daring Abroad Investment Forums, and they will be with us also in Melbourne as we go to the last chapter of our investment forums in Australia. Quite amazing. I'm told to remind you that we'll have a church service tomorrow. Before I wind up, John, remind us where for our sponsors, where we'll go for church service tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow we will be at Pastor Zipporah's church. I know most of us are synonymous with Pastor Zipporah. It is 39 Scott Street. Our apologies that it is still in the north. It's just that we did not have any church that we could go in the south. My sincere apologies. We've heard your cries, and we promise the next event will probably be either in the city or somewhere down south. So if you're coming from down south, James, we are very sorry. We are very sorry. So tomorrow we will be at 39 Scott Street, Puraka. I know James will have to drive for like 1 hour, but come there, we meet there. The afternoon event? So the church starts at 10 a.m. And we think it finishes around 10 to 12:30 or 1. And then the afternoon event, we'll move from the church and just go to McGill, Penfold Park. It's in McGill. Just Google, on your Google, put Penfold Park, and we'll be there. And I hope you'll be there. See you then.
Okay. Thank you. Let me give you an idea that you've heard from various developers. You've heard from the land selling companies, but there are other partners of Chams Media that are helping you to invest in a different way, still in the real estate, but they manage the aspect of building and developing that land for you. This company is known as Guri Build, so that after you go to them for professional advice, and you will see in the video. So they'll advise you on the architecture, the architect, all the professionals involved in the process until you have a complete home. So they give you peace of mind to have your home while you are daring abroad. Let's hear about Guri Build.
Build, your trusted partner in building dreams across borders. We are dedicated to helping people in diaspora build back home hassle-free. Our platform connects you with trusted professionals and guides you through every step of the construction process. With Guri Build, you enjoy customization of your home to your specific taste, preferences, and lifestyle. Flexibility in working within your budget. Quality control with approved and vetted experts building your house. How to sign up? First, register an account on our platform and create your project. Second, add basic information about your project and any inspiration for how you want your dream home to look. Third, get introduced to vetted and registered professionals who are registered and regulated by respective authorities. Fourth, work together with professionals to design and review your dream home, ensuring all details are perfect for your perfect home. Once designs are finalized, the appropriate authorities grant approval for the designs, including the Physical Planning Office, Public Health Office, NEMA, and NCA. Next, a digital contract is signed by all parties, and your dream home is officially under construction. Finally, after 6 to 8 months of watching your dream home being built, it's time for the exhilarating moment of handover. Experience the convenience and reliability of Guri Build. Contact us today to start building your dream home hassle-free no matter where you are in the world.
Thank you so much. You've had it from there. And the team at Guri Build is saying hi to you. Thank you, Mr. Kinyanjui. I know you are watching us. So the director, Mr. Kinyanjui, was to speak to us via a video he had sent. But again, apologies, we couldn't download the video, so apologies, Mr. Kinyanjui, but at least that video has played. We'll make sure that we recover in our next forum in Melbourne. So thank you so much, Mr. Kinyanjui, and your team in Nairobi. I know you are watching us, and your message has reached home. And we are glad that you are part of our sponsors in this event. So, ladies and gentlemen, unless there is a comment or something you may want to raise, I've been requested by our sponsor that you can continue interacting at their stands. Do we proceed that way? Yes, it's unanimous. Anybody with a contrary opinion? Great. So, hakuna kilicho na mwanzo ambacho hakiwezi kuwa na mwisho, si ndio? So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of our presentations. Remember, we still have more tomorrow. Come join us. You've been told there'll be interesting performances tomorrow. You've been given the venue, so we'll meet at the church and then eventually for the afternoon session from 1 p.m. Ebu tusimame, tunyoroshe misuli as we wind up with a word of prayer. So, it's been a great session, is it? Adelaide, you are great. Clap for yourselves. Wow, 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 wow. That's not enough. Clap for yourselves. Yes, yeah. Do I say, yeah? Yeah? Poa, poa. Asanteni sana. So, we'll get a prayer from Patrick. Then we proceed to interact more with our investors from Adelaide and Kenya. So, Patrick, kindly wind up the program with a prayer for us. Asanteni sana. It was a pleasure meeting you here, and we really appreciate your presence. Asanteni.
Shall we pray? Almighty God, we thank you for the success you have given us today, coming here to learn about investments and opportunities that are here in Australia, in Adelaide, and in Kenya. And we thank you also for the conversations we've had, for the networking, and for all that you've made possible. We pray that even as we continue with the rest of the sessions, you may continue to be with us and enable us to continue growing in our aspirations. We pray this in Jesus' name, our Lord. Amen.
Asanteni sana. Seems John has something to say. Okay, I think, please kindly explain. John has something.
We've just heard Smoker Mukunji, and tomorrow the weather is 40 degrees, and we cannot be outdoors. So we've cancelled the afternoon. We not just cancel. We are looking for alternative venue. Now, at this point, we still haven't secured a venue, but people in the south, if you have a venue that we can go to, we are more than happy to come. So we are looking for ideas. Anyone with an idea of a venue that we can get quickly is more appreciated. But the park is a no-go zone. It's according to hot weather policy in Australia, it is a higher risk, and we have to manage and mitigate our risk. Thank you.
Yeah, unforeseen circumstances, so you'll be advised about the new venue. It's for our own safety. 40 degrees Celsius, quite high. Mtatufundisha how to adapt. Sio ati tujazoea. Huko kuna some places in Kenya where you get similar temperatures, but we'll adapt the Australian way. So look out for information about the new venue, and we believe you'll make it to the venue. Asanteni sana. God bless. Clap for yourselves as we wind up the program. Asanteni sana. And all our viewers online, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate. We've gotten good comments. Asante sana for those who've given us a feedback and the comments online. We look forward to more interaction with you in our Melbourne chapter, which will be from Friday to Saturday to Sunday next weekend. Bye-bye. My name is Alex Chamada. See you next weekend.